Alright guys, welcome to another video. Today I kind of wanted to walk you guys through Dimond's new gravel bike and kind of give you a review. I've been riding this bike for about 6 months now, and I wanted to take you through the setup I've been running on it, my thoughts on it, and just kind of explain to you the process of how you can get your own one of these. As it's Dimond being a direct consumer brand, it's not exactly as cut and dry as just walking into a bike shop, but there's a lot of benefits that come with that. So kind of explaining those I think would help a lot of people, as the experience that people have with Dimond is rather limited to interacting with athletes, as the brand isn't in bike shops. So first off, I'm 6'3" and I ride this frame in a 58. This is a fairly correct size for me. As you can see, there's nothing overly glaring. The seat posts and the stem are both pretty aggressive. I have it slammed, and this bike fits me really well. To kind of start with, I'm running a Vision Metron seat post. It does allow me a little bit more adjustment in just where the saddle is placed and the saddle angle, which I do like. I have a specialized power saddle with titanium rails. I'm running this bike with Vision Metron 30 wheels. These wheels aren't super typical for gravel. They are road wheels specifically designed for climbing stages in the tour. You'll see these on a lot of guys' bikes when they're doing a mountain stage, just as they are light. They're very stiff, just given with how narrow they are. So I have these set up with the Kenda Alluvium tires. This has kind of become my all-around tire choice for this season. I've been running these in the 40 millimeter. They're really fast rolling, so I just have been kind of sticking with them even for a lot of gravel races that aren't as aggressive as to what the terrain is. But I also ran these tires for Unbound, and we kind of came away with a cool stat that none of the Kenda athletes racing on the Alluvium tires flatted. So that was just kind of a cool stat that we can all be proud about. I have a 4410 in the rear cassette, and then I have a 46.2 from the front. I do swap my front chainring out a fair bit. I'll go anywhere from a 42 to a 50, so there's a quite big range there. Later in this year, I might even be racing some cyclocross on this bike, and I'll go to a 38 perhaps. I do have this set up with a Ram Rival rear derailleur. Does the job. It's lovely. I run this bike with Vision Trimax bottle cages, primarily because I wanted to have the strongest bottle cage option there was to make sure I didn't lose bottles during the race. Anyone who's raced gravel knows that the aid stations are far and few between, so losing a bottle, basically you need to stop then and get it. If there's still fluid in it, you should stop and get it anyway, just so you're not littering. But having these basically secures that I don't lose my bottles. I do race with Goo Roctine in these, so it's a key part of my nutrition plan. All the Dimond Carbides, something that's really unique about them is that they're completely integrated. So as you can kind of see here, there's no cables outside of the bike. Everything is internally routed, and the Vision ACR system allows us to do that. Dimond does have their own proprietary handlebar. It's a one-piece bar with varying sizes, which also allows it, but these are really your kind of two options of either the Vision ACR or sticking with the Dimond proprietary options. I have a 140 mil stem on here and a 40 centimeter bar. So this is just the FSA ACR stem, and this is the Vision Trimax carbon bar in the 40Cs. I do have my hoods tilted in a little bit, just as I like to have the stability and grip. There's a little bit of flare on the drops, which is always nice, just to kind of like have more stability on a fast descent on this bike. So one of the really kind of unique features that TJ added when he was designing this is to create more stability in the front. He added a little spacer in here, so the front skewer is a lot longer than a traditional road bike, and what that does is you have a likely bigger contact point, so your stability at high speeds or on loose gravel is a lot higher. So that just kind of lets you, if you need to take your hand off to eat, grab a gel, you could take it off to stretch, or anything like that, you're just gonna have more stability on the bike, which is always a plus. As you can kind of also see in the geometry, it comes with a fairly short reach, and what this does is it makes you have a longer stem in the front, and having a longer stem, again, adds to your stability, which for anyone racing gravel, stability is very important for everything that you need to do while you're racing. So for the tires, this bike offers up to 42 millimeter clearance for tires. I've been running this with 40 millimeter tires. I mean, I race these tires at Unbound. I don't really see myself needing anything bigger. And then being slightly under that limit, I do have a nice bit of clearance. In case I do hit mud, it will consistently clear. One thing to now kind of get down to is when you need to purchase a Dimond. So Dimond is direct consumer, and each bike is built for each customer. So as you can see, we have a rather unique paint job on here, but the reality is that any Dimond bike purchase comes with a custom paint job. So when you purchase a Dimond, you'll be talking to TJ, you'll be talking to the designers, and you can come up with a paint scheme just like this. If you go to their Instagram, you can see gazillions of just different Dimonds with different paint schemes. But what also changes is the way that you can build this bike up. Something I have unique is I have a SRAM Rival rear derailleur, but my shifters and brakes are both SRAM Force. So it allows you to kind of mix and match the pieces you want. This is really helpful for people looking at a certain price point. This looks for people that have certain goals in mind. Say, for example, you want electronic shifting on your bike, so you want a SRAM Rival group set. A traditional brand, something as high-end as electronic group set, will also come with fairly nice race wheels and things like this that you might not need if you're a casual cyclist. So with Dimond, you can say, hey, TJ, I just want a SRAM Rival group set, but let's put like some TPR brakes on there to help bring the price down, and aluminum wheels. That way you're getting your goal of electronic shifting at a lower price than you would in a normal brand. This is across all of Dimond's bikes. So and it's just part of being like in a relationship with Dimond. You work with TJ to design the bike for you instead of them just offering a bike and then you having to make it work for either your price point or what your goals are. And even fit, knowing that when you buy a Dimond, you're going to be able to select the stem length, the bar width, to help you make sure that the bike comes ready to ride when you purchase it. Just kind of moving on. So if you looked at the Dimond and said, all right, I want one of these, the first thing you're going to do is to reach out to TJ or myself, and we're going to just kind of help you through the process of picking out what you need, asking you questions, and just making sure that you understand what's about to happen. Right now, I think Dimond has about a 6 to 8 week window, so which is not bad for them making the frame, painting the frame, and building it up and sending it to you. That's just what it kind of currently looks like. So if you just kind of go down in the description below, I'm going to have their website linked and TJ's email. Feel free, if you have any questions at all, just to send him an email. Awesome guy to talk to. I've known TJ for years. And if you want to ask nerdy questions, I'm sure he'll even break down to you the wattage savings of not having any cables exposed in the front over a 200-mile race to really help you see the technological advances in this bike versus anyone else on the market. All right, guys, I know that was a lot of information to digest. I really appreciate it. If you're still here, you're amazing. Please hit the like button down below and subscribe. Hopefully I'll be doing another one of these really soon with the Dimond Radiant road bike. I think you guys will really like that, especially if you're a road background. It's a unique bike, and I look forward to seeing you guys all out there.